the Ravens have the second half of their home and home with the Browns, who were off this weekend. And these games are going to get bigger and bigger as we get closer and closer to the end, because the Ravens really need this one to hold off the Bengals. We'll talk about them coming up. And the Browns need this if they want to try to do what is expected of them this year. They're doing a bad job of living up to expectations. When they're high, they do a good job of exceeding them when they're low. They were high this year, and the Browns are going to need that game on Sunday if they want to live up to their expectations. On the Ravens and their corners, Marlon Humphrey, there was a report from NFL media he's believed to have a season-ending shoulder injury. I'm told they don't know exactly what it is. There's a lot of stuff in that shoulder. Is it the bone? Is it what? Is it this? They're going to defer to the MRI until they know for sure what the injury is. But regardless, they're expecting to not have him for an extended period of time. That's not good for the Ravens. This time of year, though, Mike, guys are gonna drop, and we'll see which teams have the depth. Next man up, coach them up, get them ready, and you just got to go forward with the guys you have. War of attrition like never before with 17 regular season games.
Oh, it's exactly right. I mean, who's healthiest when we get to the playoffs? That's why, just get in. Just get in. You never know what will happen. Wild cards have won Super Bowls before, and it's going to happen again. So where are you when you get in? And for Baltimore, Mike, in this offense, this is what now, 4 games in a row? They haven't put up 20 points. So this, that's something we talked about in the AFC. Though I will say we're used to the last couple of years Kansas City scoring 30-some points and in the 40s at times as well, and Buffalo every now and then doing that. We're not getting that now. So maybe when we talked about earlier in the year how everybody needed to outscore everybody else, and I know that sounds dumb, but I mean get in the 30s to have a chance to win. We may not be there this year. This has really been kind of an odd year. We may not be there this year where you get that one-off more often than not, of in the 30s. But the norm may be less than that, be it because of attrition, of bad play, of defenses playing better. Whatever the reason is, we're not getting the high-flying offenses on a consistent basis that we thought we might be getting in the AFC. And like I said, with Lamar Jackson, as exciting as he is, in this offense, not 20 points in 4 games. He got sacked 7 times. So O-line, that's on O-line, that's on Lamar holding on to the ball because he's going to, because he can make a play. But they don't have that kind of extra gear right now, and they can find it. I'm sure they can. So we'll see a higher scoring game, but we're not seeing it consistently out of the AFC teams this year.
14 weeks ago, as we were getting ready for the season, I know from my perspective, I thought all the great teams were in the AFC, and it was Tampa Bay and maybe just Tampa Bay coming out of the NFC. Now it feels like all the great teams, the best of the best, the Bucs, the Cardinals, the Packers would be the short list for me. The Rams have a chance if they can sustain what they did yesterday. But it feels like the best of the best are in the NFC this year, and the AFC is just still trying to figure itself out 13 weeks in.
Yeah, listen, I completely agree. It's a head-scratcher. And I know we'll even get into last night of Kansas City yet again. I mean, we don't find that. But the thing is, I know we will in certain games. And then everybody will think, okay, we've got it fixed. And then they play the next week, and they either lose or they don't score a lot, and they just pull out a close win. So and I can't figure out why it's an odd year with all these teams. I can't. I mean, obviously injury can be some, but the injuries happen every single year. We get the war of attrition every single year, and it's hit some teams harder than others. But for the life of me, I can't figure out why. Maybe if you want to say defenses are playing better, you could say that things can be cyclical. But I don't know the reason why we're seeing such an inconsistency in some of the better AFC teams putting points on the board.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.